Are Pestigors any good in patch 5.0? As of hotfix 5.0.3, Beastmen no longer pay favor to recruit this unit, and it's funny that they did at all. Are they good? Oh yeah, they're good. It's not a hard call. Let's go into how. Recruited for 650 favor for Nurgle factions, 175 upkeep. This gets you 120 entities in modern Zangor style, with 10,560 health between them. Armor is 35. This unit has the Scaly Skin trait, providing 25% missile resistance, regardless of what that missile is, armor piercing or not. Leadership is 60, speed is 38, charge speed 46, melee attack starts at 28 and inflicts poison of course. Attack interval is 4, no splash damage. Melee defense starts at 25 and this isn't high. Weapon strength is 32, split between base 12 and armor piercing 20. Oh wait, these are great weapon Gors. Oh, that explains those stats, doesn't it? Charge bonus is 30, mass is 130. So what else do they get? The unit has Vanguard deployment, has Woodsman, can hide in forest, has Primal Fury, meaning until leadership gets pretty low, plus 10% speed, plus 10% charge bonus, plus 5 melee attack, immunity to psychology. Finally, it has access to the Tears of Nurgle debuff, 90-second cooldown, 20 seconds duration, a chain hex, inflicting a minus 75 speed debuff but triggering when an enemy unit routes within proximity. In other words, it is a mechanic which makes it harder for the opponent to escape your forces when losing. In the Kugath style tech tree, Armor of Malady applies, granting a max of plus 12 armor and plus 6 melee defense, and rank 7 Pestigors benefit from terminal infection, boosting with plus 15% speed, plus 5 melee attack, and 15% missile resistance. These are all very significant. For the Chaos Sorcerer style tree, Chaos Vanguard gives plus 12 armor max 2, but also plus 8 melee attack. Legion of Doom, no relation to the legendary wrestling team, offers rank 7 Pestigors, armor plus 10, melee defense plus 5, and spell resistance 20%. For Beastmen, Fury of the Herd provides a max of plus 6 leadership and plus 6 melee defense, and Unrelenting Savagery gives rank 7 wounds plus 5 melee attack, defense, and plus 10% physical resistance. Really good stuff. Pestigor capacity can be increased at Ruination level 3, and no doubt benefits from anything in the tech tree that affects Gors, which are pretty modest boosts. In the Nurgle tech tree, which has been cleaned up somewhat, Pestigors benefit from the mild improvements relating to mortal, non-demonic infantry. Monstrous Abundance gives plus 1 recruit rank and speed plus 10%, Strain Resistance gives plus 4 melee attack and plus 10% weapon strength, and Humanity is a Virus. Thank you, Agent Smith. Offers plus 10 armor and plus 4 melee defense. Pestigors really benefit from increasing relatively low base stats. So how do we use the Pestigors? Amusingly, the unit is extremely nicely rounded, and we have the 25% missile resistance to help charge the back lines. Thus, it serves as a swift of hoof, armor-piercing melee unit with 120 entities, a terrible choice for ramming the enemy head-on, a perfect choice for looping around the flanks or for slipping into the general fight. Shock cavalry like your standard Empire Knights don't have such high stats that you should worry, since 60 entities with heavy armor go down much easier to Pestigors than, say, Nurglings or Plaguebearers. The penetration is what you need, and penetration is something you get in spades. Compared to Marauders of Nurgle with great weapons, Pestigors are faster, have lower attack interval, have better leadership by a nose, bit more health, bit more armor, more charge bonus, the missile resistance, and greater foot speed and attack value, largely from Primal Fury. And you'll see that this is a very good unit for its cost point. What you'll see in these combat demonstrations is that they're well-rounded in certain senses, but they're not the best at rapidly breaking the enemy. They're mismatched against masked orc infantry with wall mechanics helping them, and used with beastmen without magic. Rather than in a Nurgle faction with those mechanics and Nurgle magic, they hang in there for a while. They can even damage through heavy Kossar and decent Streltsy armor, but they aren't going to win the day on their own. They will get there into the fight very fast from Vanguard deployment, and they will do damage through armor, but on their own they have their limits. My advice, therefore, to not have to win the day on their own. A mechanic that keeps the enemy from fleeing effectively, what I would call an anti-Skaven mechanic, is great for fear and terror inflicting forces. It's wonderful for combining with some kind of cavalry unit, or with beastmen, they're wonderful chariot options, and improved attacks against fleeing opponents, overcoming long-standing bug issues apparently, makes the Pestigors worth that much more than their raw bashing ability, which is still decent. Finally, even something as basic as Curse of the Leper can be very good with this unit because it's going to get hit more than a force of Plaguebearers with Cloud of Flies running. You have options. Frankly, in Beastmen and Nurgle rosters you should have lots of units doing base damage, some of which are going to have a lot more raw staying power. So focus the Pestigors on armored targets that need to be focused down. Of course, against dwarfs, that's anything that isn't a Slayer! But short of Minotaurs, what do you have that's armor-piercing and on 2 hooves? Not a whole lot. Nurgle has some options, but they tend to be limited or expensive. And if you need a line holder for Beastmen, the Zangors aren't exactly bad. Take care and have fun mixing and matching to meet your needs. Your Pox Riders will thank you for making their job easier.